Hi, I'm Ira Kalish, Chief Economist of Deloitte, and this is your weekly economic update. For over 70 years, the U.S. has been the dominant economic, military, and political power in the world. It was a major trader and a major source and recipient of cross-border investment. It was a major military power buttressed by its alliances with other major democratic nations. That's starting to change. The U.S. is now turning inward. What does that mean? It means it's going to be trading less, which means there will be less cross-border investment. It means that the U.S. has, in the past year, withdrawn from several dozen international organizations. The U.S. has questioned the usefulness of military and political alliances. The U.S. has cut back dramatically on immigration, which over a long period of time could have a negative impact on innovation and entrepreneurship because immigrants traditionally played a disproportionate role in those things. Has this happened before? Yes. In fact, in 1918, the U.S., with its massive industrial power, helped Britain and France to victory in World War I, but then the U.S. turned inward rather than participating in the design of the world that followed the First World War. So in the 1920s and 30s, while the U.S. remained the world's major economic power, it didn't exert political influence. And in fact, when the Great Depression came along, the U.S. engaged in protectionism and currency depreciation, which damaged its trading partners. So what does it mean then for the U.S. to turn inward? It means for other countries that traditionally relied on the U.S. as an economic, political, and military power, there will be a need to seek other things. And in fact, in recent weeks, we've seen the leaders of several major democratic nations that were allied with the United States visit Beijing and seek greater trading, investment, and political relations with China. So we're now embarking on a new world in which the role of the U.S. will be very different. It will still be a major economic power, but its engagement will decline, and that could have significant geopolitical and economic implications. That's it for this week, and I hope you have a good week.